So good morning students, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to take classes of BCom first semester. Okay, BCom first semester under Gauhati University. So you know the syllabus. Okay, the syllabus is there, okay, printed in Bibidam sir's book, Cared the sir's book. Okay, you just take down the syllabus, okay, from the books. Okay, so I'm going to do unit number 4. Okay, unit number 4, which is hire purchase system. Okay, hire purchase system and installment purchase system. Okay, so what do you mean by hire purchase system? You see here, there is cash sale. Okay, then there is credit sale. Okay, so what do you mean by cash sale? Cash sale means sale of goods, okay, or an article in cash. Okay, where goods will be delivered, okay, and cash will be received. What do you mean by credit sale? It is sale of goods, okay, and payment will be received at some future date. Okay, now these two systems, okay, cash sale and credit sale, except these two systems, cash sale and credit sale, there are other systems also. Okay, there are other systems also, which is known as hire purchase system, hire purchase system, okay, or you see here, installment payment system. Installment payment system. Okay, so there is, okay, these two methods of sale, that is cash sale and credit sale. Okay, so there is also, okay, hire purchase system or installment payment system. Okay, so in this unit we are going to learn about hire purchase system and installment payment system. Okay, so let us start with the first method, that is hire purchase system. Now what do you mean by hire purchase, or what is done in hire purchase system? Okay, goods are sold, okay, payment is received in installment. Okay, payments are received in installment. Okay, so in case of hire purchase system, okay, when a person goes to a shop, okay, to purchase an washing machine, okay, at a cost, he will make a down payment. Down payment means what? When the goods will be carried by him to his house, okay, he have to pay a lump sum amount, a small amount, okay, of the purchase price of the asset. Okay, rest, okay, whatever amount is left out, that will be paid in installments. It may be 2 installments, it may be 3 installments, it may be 4 installments, it may be 5 installments. Okay, and installments are paid, okay, on yearly, okay, half yearly, quarterly and monthly basis. Okay, monthly basis. Okay, and in case of hire purchase system, the person will go to the shop, okay, to purchase the item, okay, and he can carry the item into his house, okay, along with him. Okay, the possession of the item, the possession of the asset will go to the buyer, but the ownership will not be transferred. Okay, ownership of the item will not be transferred. Who will be the owner of the asset until and unless the last installment is paid? The seller. Okay, when the buyer will pay the last installment, okay, then there will be, the ownership will be transferred to the buyer. Okay, to the buyer. Now what does installment includes? Okay, what are the prices which are included in one installment, that we have to know. Okay, so here you see, one installment includes a portion of the cost of goods, okay, one portion of cost of goods and interest for deferred payment. So there will be a delay in payment of the cost price of the purchase price of the asset. Okay, so for that period of time, okay, an amount of interest will be paid by the buyer to the seller along with the cost price, okay, along with a portion of the cost of goods. Okay, cost of goods. So that is said in hire purchase system. Okay, so here you see, I can make a small, okay, small note, okay, on to explain you what is hire purchase. Okay, suppose the person buys an asset for rupees 5 lakhs. Okay, 5 lakhs. Now what down payment means what? Okay, a lump sum amount is paid, okay, when the asset is purchased by the buyer. So suppose rupees 1 lakh is the amount of down payment. Then what remains? What remains? Rupees 4 lakh. So this 4 lakh, okay, will be paid, okay, in 4 installments, suppose. 4 installments yearly, on yearly basis. On yearly basis at the rate 10% per annum. So here 10% is the interest that will be paid by the buyer to the seller. Okay, so if 5 lakh is the cost of the machine, okay, down payment is paid by the buyer, rupees 1 lakh. What remains? 4 lakh. This 4 lakh will be paid on yearly basis. There are 4 installments, okay, yearly basis, mean every year the person has to pay 1 lakh, okay, and rate of interest is given 10% per annum, okay, and interest will be paid. Okay, so this is how the hire purchase system is carried out, okay, in today's business world. Got it? Hire purchase system is payment of the price of the goods, okay, in installments. Okay, it can be yearly, it can be half yearly, it can be quarterly, or it can be monthly. Got it? Now you see, okay, you see here, hire purchase system refers to that system under which the buyer agrees to pay the price of the goods bought in periodical installments. It can be yearly, half yearly, quarterly or monthly, which includes both a portion of the cost of goods, okay, a portion of the cost of goods and interest for deferred payment. There will be a delay in payment. What do you mean by deferred? There is delay in payment. Okay, so for that period of time, an amount of interest will be charged along with the portion of the cost of goods. Okay, 1 lakh will be paid yearly, means that is a portion of the cost price of the goods. Yes or no? Okay, along with that 10% per annum interest will be given by the buyer, okay, for deferred payment. To acquire the immediate possession of for use, okay, so there will be immediate possession for use by the buyer. Immediately the asset can be possessed, okay, or carried to home, okay, by the buyer. But the ownership of such goods passes to the buyer, that is hire purchaser, only on the payment of last installment. But the ownership of the asset will be transferred, okay, from the seller to the buyer on the payment of the last installment. Okay, so in a hire purchase transaction there are two parties. Okay, there are two parties. What are those parties? The seller, known as hire vendor. Okay, seller, that is the hire vendor, and the buyer, known as the hire purchaser or hire. Okay, and there is, okay, the second part is the buyer, known as hire buyer, okay, or hire purchaser or hirer. Okay, so you have understood there are two parties. The seller is known as the hire vendor, okay, and the buyer is known as the hire purchaser or hirer. Okay, so this points, okay, in periodical installments. Okay, there are installments, okay, yearly, half yearly, quarterly or monthly, which includes both a portion of the goods and interest for deferred payment. To acquire the immediate possession, okay, there will be immediate possession of the goods, but the ownership of such goods passes to the buyer, hire purchaser, only on the payment of, okay, payment of the last installment. Okay, when the last installment will be paid, the ownership will be transferred. There are two parties, okay, okay, the seller is known as the hire vendor, the buyer is known as the hire purchaser or hirer. Okay, so you have understood what is hire purchase system. Okay, there is cash sale, there is credit sale, okay, there is also hire purchase system or installment payment system. Okay, so there are few more theories. Okay, there are few more theories. So like what are the features of hire purchase system, okay, advantages, disadvantages, rights of hire purchaser. Okay, so that we will discuss in the next class. Okay, I hope you have understood what is hire purchase system. Okay, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for today.